Oh, it's like kind of like a mega stage 2, this one.
Welcome back to the coverage of YCS Prague, the second one in 2017. We are ready for our round 2 feature match after we've seen an exciting match in round 1 between Joshua Schmidt on the one hand and Max Hanuschik on the other. We saw the two of the bigger decks going into the weekend, Spyral on the one hand, and on the other hand, of course, the Pendulum deck.
Yep.
This round, we have swapped around one of those decks. We still have Spyral, which we expect to see a lot.
Yeah, Manuel is using a... This is very weird, because it looks like he's tried to go for a bit of the Go Second Spyral deck using Spyral Tufts, but he's not fully committed to that. He's only gone with the 2 copies, and he's also not playing evenly matched in the main or the side.
It's a bit of a mix.
So it's actually, because he's not playing it in the side either, it's probably a card availability issue as opposed to him actually choosing to not play it.
Right. So that's one thing that's missing. Is there anything else that you would have changed if you say, okay, I'm going full committed to a deck that goes second?
Yeah, well, he's only gone with 2 Spyral Super Agents as well. I'm curious to know why he didn't go with the 3 when it just leads to so many of your combos. There's just like a couple of I don't know if it was a room issue where he's just made a couple of cuts to fit additional stuff, because there's nothing in here that's sort of off the wall, really. Right. But he's just kind of cut back on what I feel are like key pieces of the deck.
Well, both of these guys did win their round 1 match. For Manuel, it might have gone a little bit as expected. It's the Spyral deck. I think the opponent of Yuri Lansman was in for a surprise when he played the first round against him.
Yeah, so Yuri is actually the kind of, we always pick one kind of off-topic deck.
Yeah.
He's playing the Gren Maju deck that was shown off at San Diego. But he's made quite a few changes to the deck that I actually completely agree with.
Okay.
There's a few bits of the list that I thought the guys.
So let's first go about the core concept of the deck.
Yeah. So Gren Maju those who will have
very old card.
Yeah, very old. I'm talking like 12 years ago. If you'd have seen me, I'd have been running around with my Gren Maju because I played like a weird dark.
Have we even reprinted that?
No, it's been the same ever
Dark
since.
Crisis, right?
Yeah. I think it may have been reprinted in like a Dark Beginning as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very old. So it gains 400 attack points and defense points for every, which is now known as banished cards, but they were removed from play cards
back in the day, yeah.
So your entire deck is based on stopping your opponent from doing anything to do with battle. So you know you don't want to stop the utility wire or sleeper or Firewall Dragon Rider. Suddenly forget that. And then just making Gren Maju huge by playing like Necrophase.
He's working out.
Pot of Desires. Yeah, he's pumping iron. You know, he's in the different dimension, just like
yeah.
And then he gains like 12,000 attack points and just attacks over something, and that's it.
You did mention that there was a feature measure of this deck at the American tournament.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. Man.
Yeah, his opening move was play Pot of Desires,
set one,
look a bit disappointed, set a monster, pass, and then his opponent does this huge field. And then he just goes, attack, as if it's like, yeah, I'm going to win now.
Gonna win, yeah.
And then he just goes, you take 3,000 reflect damage. It's like, what? What just happened? And then he just went, yeah, and then next
play a second Pot
of Desires, attack over your Light Sworn monster for game.
So there's a chance it's going to go like that. But you did mention he did apply some changes to the deck, and you agree with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's some pretty clever changes. So instead of playing 3 gold sarcophagus, just 2. I think 2 is better because you only have 2 Necrophase. I know that sounds, usually you play like 3 of something that searches something that you have 2 or less of, but I think that's better ratios. He's playing, it seems to be a few more Kaijus. He's also playing Card D, which is super interesting. The reason that's so good is because this deck plays 3 Swift Scarecrows and 3 Battle Faders. If you're able to Card D into one of those, like, basically turn stoppers,
right,
then Card D becomes like 3 extra cards. The guy's logic behind this deck was really weird. Stuff like 1 Day of Peace, he saw that as like, that's just Pot of Greed, because I get to draw now, I definitely don't lose next turn, and I get my next draw phase. That's 2 cards I'm going to see extra than if I lost to next turn.
It's a very interesting deck.
Oh, there's some weird logic. There's some weird logic.
Completely different from all the other decks. Like, normally when you go for an approach that is not a attack you, I mean, okay, this is attacking, but like burn or something like that.
Yeah.
You do like everything completely differently. This has a few things in common with your average deck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then it goes just for one approach. He said the biggest weakness of the deck, of course, you have to have one of those. You have to get your hands on Gren Maju, and if you play the first pot and they all get banished, that's pretty much it. Is there any alternate win condition?
No, not really.
Oh, you if you normal summon the Necroface, you shuffle all your
so
banished cards
yeah,
back
so
into your deck.
you can always get them back because Necroface will
Okay.
you'll never get rid of all your Necrofaces. Generally,
Right.
they will be coming with gold sarcophaguses.
So there are options, but it's not ideal.
No, no,
Let's
Honestly,
just
I
call
thought
it-
this was a meme when I saw it at US. I was like, "Wow, that's amazing!" Because this deck has existed for a very long time. It's not like we've just released a new card that's made that playable, right?
No.
And-
Well, evenly matched is the only one that
New
is
one,
new in
yeah.
it. But
And then
everything
all
else
of a
is-
sudden, now we're seeing this again in Europe. I'm curious to see when we're
Alright.
casting it live how it goes.
Yeah,
What-
my favorite bit about this deck is the extra deck because they don't access it at all, so they just pick 15 random cards. And I
Oh,
always
they Eater of Millions, right?
well, so Eater of Millions is the only useful way to use your extra deck because you
Right.
use all your extra deck to gain attack points.
So you do your poker face. You just put out your Eater of Millions, just grab your extra and go.
Dump
15?
Yeah, but he's playing Sandwich. He's playing Triver, Zombie Stein, Shiran Yuri Shogun Saga.
We finally have a deck where you can put a very personal stamp on. You can just it's like this is my build of this deck. I
Yeah.
have these cards in my extra deck.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Sandwich.
I think the players are ready. Let's take you to the feature match table and get ready for our second feature match of the day. So here's Yuri on the left, the Belgian. Manuel Mohr on the right, the German player. It looks like they almost got the same flags and we just swapped one of them. But that is the official Belgian and the official German flag, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah. Yuri is definitely playing other.
Yeah, we cannot even consider this as a category unless he makes top cut. And then yes, he'll get a category.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. For those who don't know, when we get to day 2, we actually create new categories for decks that exist in the top cut. If there isn't one already, this will be one of those.
Yuri's starting 2 copies of Eater of Millions, Pot of Desires, Allure of Darkness, and Maxi. I'm actually going to have to read Eater of Millions because I can't even remember. Let's see.
It cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned by banishing 5 or more cards from your hand, field, and or extra deck. This is where the extra deck comes in. Face down, it can be special summoned by other ways. So it's actually kind of good in that way. It gains 100 attack and def for each face down banished card. It cannot be tributed or used as a material for a fusion synchro, exceed summon, and once per turn at the start of the damage step, if it battles an opponent's monster, you can banish the opponent's monster face down.
Okay.
Sorry, Ollie.
No problem.
He played Maxi on the rescue, and then Quick Fix was summoning. He drew Gren, so he did business.
Yeah, Manuel drawing his hand. Yeah, he's definitely he's going to be able to combo off if he wants to play into the Maxi. But if he's assuming he's playing a regular deck, this might be. Oh, he's now going to get to look at his opponent's next 3 cards, and he's going to know.
Yeah, he's going to know.
Something is up.
Let's
There
look
is
at his
nothing
face. Let's look at his face.
Oh, wait, hold
There
on,
we
hold on,
go.
hold on.
Those are
No, no,
all
no.
normal.
All of those cards are not completely out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So he's not giving anything away
Yeah.
apart from the interrupted Kaiju Slumber. He's going to go, okay, my opponent's playing Kaijus in the main.
Yeah. If Yuri is clever here, he will not give it away because he shouldn't give it away. Like, this is so interesting. This is complete opposite of what happened with Joshua because
That's
he
true.
didn't see any information just now.
Joshua, yeah, and that's also pretty rare. If you look at the deck list, there are not
He
that
passed. He passed.
Jorody's in attack
Oh,
mode.
oh, no, this is going to
Oh,
hurt.
and you can see it. Look at Yuri. How
Eater of
how he's
Millions.
quickly going for it, like not wasting any time. And Manuel has nothing to stop this, right?
No, he's got a Ghost Ogre and
Ghost
Snow Rabbit,
Ogre.
which does nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Look,
This
yeah,
is
here's my
amazing.
extra deck. Sorry.
So okay,
I've got to be careful of the shout too loud.
Yeah,
He's going to play a low.
we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. When he banishes the Eater of Millions, this is when he knows.
Oh, it's Necroface.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you see him. He just.
Because Necroface is going to trigger now.
Yeah. But I saw Manuel there. I think his heart sank a little bit when.
I'm not sure if he's aware of what he's gonna.
Yep.
Banish the
Yep.
whole extra deck. Gren.
Hadouken!
Yeah.
Oh, he actually tributes it.
Yeah,
he
he
contributed
tribute
to
it
power
off,
up
The Quick Fix.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's very smart.
Yeah.
We were so excited we didn't even see that.
Oh,
But Eater of Millions has got quite a
Yeah, it's
stacked attack,
hefty.
right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
was kind of-
but it's a replay, of course.
Yeah.
So if he
yeah, he should have attacked
with the Eater first into the
into the Quick Fix.
So that was
Yeah. So he actually Yuri getting too excited ahead of himself and makes his attacks.
Yeah, he
slightly
could
incorrect.
have won there. He could
Yeah.
have won. He could have attacked attacked Quick Fix with Eater of Millions and then attacked directly with Gren.
I think he forgot about the tributing effect.
Yeah, I think so
Just
too.
just like we did for a second there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, Yuri. He could have had that one.
But hey, I'm pretty sure he's got this here.
Ah,
Well, he's got Regeki and Swift Scarecrow, so he's not losing this turn, and then he's got an Allure and a Pot of Desires to work with.
yeah, but he I mean, if the field can be cleared, of course he needs to find a second copy of the Gren Maju. But oh my God, what a start! And then he got a little bit too much ahead of himself.
That Eater of Millions attack over the quick fix would have been much better, because then it would have banished it face down, and Manuel, Yuri just getting too excited, and he just missing out on that one.
All right, it's not
all doom and gloom,
over yet. Yeah.
but it's just he's got the Regeki, and he's got an Allure and a Pot Desire to try and find another Gren Maju. We know he banished one. He's got one in play, which he is likely to lose.
FYI, the Gren is on 12,400 attack and defense.
Oh.
What's the Eater of Millions on then? It's 100 for each card, right?
Yeah, so it's 15.
Plus Pot Desire is 25? Well, he took 2,000 damage, so...
Eater only checks the cards that it banishes.
Ah, really? Ah.
No, the face down
It's just
banished.
26.
Just
26.
the face down banished.
Sorry, 25 face downs. So yeah, so it's on quite a lot still.
Quite a lot, yeah. We can agree to that.
Yeah. So Gren gets taken out here. But there's lots to be done here.
Oh, Manuel's got Soul Charge. This means he could go for a Tri-Gate Wizard, which would negate the Swift Scarecrow and allow him to push in enough damage to win the game.
If he sees that, but very likely normally.
Yeah, it's unlikely that you're going to play Spyral and not be able to see this.
That's a pretty fabulous extra deck sleeve.
What? The purple.
Look great.
Oh, Yuri, my heart would have been racing. It was racing for him then, and then
Yeah, we were so excited. It was almost like seeing your very first Yu-Gi-Oh game for a second.
Yeah.
I guess Manuel was just like, oh wait, have I lost? No, we tribute the drain. We tribute the drain. We're gonna lose.
I don't know why he didn't attack with the Eater first.
Because he was too excited. I would have done the same. I forgot the drone was going to be tributed in response. But then that's why I'm not playing a YCS.
Yeah. I remembered the effect, but I still thought there would be a way around it.
Yeah, I mean, there would have been the way around it.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate.
Oh, well, there's still. If this is game one, you know, the deck looks pretty consistent.
It's going to be very interesting how this is going to go. But yeah, it can kind of go either way now.
Yeah, if he was able to. Well, I actually saw. I think both all of the Grens now are in banished or banished or graveyard. Yeah, yeah. Necroface banished 2 Grens. That's fine. I think he plays different dimension reincarnation.
Oh, DDR.
Yeah.
Not the dancing game that we released many years ago. Actually, my colleague, Mike Hooten, is extremely good at that. Speaking
of games that have been released, it's Otacon on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Otacon. Yeah.
He's there. Yeah, when, from where our office is, we sometimes get like a fun fair that comes to town once a year. And they have like a DDR machine. It's about the once per year that my colleague actually goes on there. And he always gets like a big crowd of, like, the little crowd of people watching him. He's still got it all these years later.
Robert's actually really, really good at it as well.
Robert Hooley.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
He's playing this weekend. He's actually playing Trickstars. He won his first round, 2-0.
I asked him yesterday evening if he's going to play with us a fun game. And then he said, I have to play test. And I thought he wasn't serious, to be honest. And so I'm like, yeah, whatever, let's come over. And then he's like, no, I'm serious. I'm preparing for tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
So, oh, well, fine, you're just going to play the game.
Yuri is probably kicking himself here. He's just like, no.
Yeah, it's always the question, how do you approach such a tournament when you're playing a deck like that deck? Do you just go there to have a good time, or do you still want to do well, which should be possible with this deck?
Yeah.
You do have the element of surprise working in your favor.
He would have. He could have already been working his way towards winning game 2 had he just timed his attacks correctly. But he got a little bit too excited and. He gets hard punished for it.
He actually told me in his first round he won by, so he's playing 3 prohibition in the side deck. He won by prohibiting honest and then attacking over a trickstar monster. And
Just in case.
He had honest.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't think you can attack into Eater of the Millions, right? He just eats your gun?
Yeah, he banishes the card face down. It's once per turn only, at the start of the damage step. If it battles an opponent's monster, you can banish. You don't have to. You can banish that opponent's monster face down. So
It's actually pretty big. Well, it's not as big as a boosted Decode Talker, but still pretty big. It's only 26 cards. Only 26 cards banish face down.
You play a second Pot of Desires, that's going to add up.
He can't. He's not got enough cards left in his deck.
He's used the Necroface and Pot of Desires plus his opening hand. That's 20 cards gone, right?
He's got 20.
And he also played Allure, so that's 22.
He's got 25 cards banished. Sorry, the extra deck.
Yeah, he banished the extra deck.
Yeah, so no, he does have plenty. I was counting the extra deck as part of the main deck, which was very wrong.
almost the same thing.
Here's your... You're probably going to have to play... is it Pot... Does he have Pot of Duality? No, he doesn't have Pot of Duality in his hand.
Is he going to go...
The next card's 1 day apiece, though. He's got like another 2 turns here that he just can't lose.
But is he going to go for the dragon or not? Like, is there any other way he's going to play around this?
That's a pretty good start.
Yeah. There's no...
no last resort.
No last resort on the sleeper, so that's actually going to clean up.
Yeah, completely. Now he's just got to find a way to get Gren on the board.
He's probably going to go for Pot and then Eater, right?
Allure first. Eater of Millions.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see Allure there. Yeah, of course.
Eater of Millions is dead. He can't do anything with that.
He can banish cards from his hand, can't he? Oh, he has to summon banish 5 to play it. So
is it graveyard as well?
It's banish 5 or more cards from your hand, field, and or extra deck.
Okay, so he can do it from hand, but he doesn't have enough.
Not yet.
He's got to be 5. He's got to be at least 5.
And he's currently down to 3 after the Draigeki left the hand.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. He could play Desires. That would put him up to...
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
He might get there. I think that Pot of Desires is going to make all the difference.
Manuel slowly spinning in his chair.
Here's the question. Do you allure first with the highest possible chance of drawing your DDR before you remove it, or would you Pot of Desires?
He's kind of safe now. I mean, he's not going to lose the next turn.
He can't possibly. He's got 1 day of peace.
If he chooses to play the 1 day piece, if he's going to dig now to see if he can actually... Okay, no, that's just going to...
Strange. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. He can... His opponent's kind of used resources already.
Oh, he doesn't have a Pot of Desires in time. He has Pot of...
No, he just drew that off.
He just drew that 1 day of peace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Twin Twister.
Yeah, he needs Twin Twisters for the utility wire. He's probably going to play Desires now.
It's a very interesting deck. Even though it's super combo heavy,
passes.
There's still stuff you can do. Like, you can still either play this way or that way.
Yeah. No, he didn't have Desires. Yeah, it was wrong. I thought he drew it, but no, he didn't.
No, they had the wrong pot on the screens there, guys.
Yeah, he's got Swift Scarecrow, Allure, Twin Twisters, and Eater of Millions.
Yeah, we don't see the Swift Scarecrow here.
Yeah, 1 day of peace should be gone from his hand, and...
Yeah, apparently there's another Swift Scarecrow in his graveyard. Did he use it?
Yeah, he used one last turn, too.
Yeah. Okay, but he does have another one?
Yeah, I saw it in his hand.
Okay. Okay, but wait, let's see if that ever gets updated, but not that important as long as he... I mean, he does see the next turn anyway because of 1 day of peace.
Yeah, he can't possibly lose at this point.
Should be called 2 turns of peace. And then maybe that joke is too meta. It's like calling a card Duelist Alliance.
Well, we've done that with a bunch of cards.
Disappointing.
Like naming after old expansions.
Yeah.
Strike of the Neos.
It seems a bit of a trend going on.
Cyber Dark Impact.
Generation Force.
Yeah. So Yuri's just seen his next card here because it was revealed by Super Agent. It was a Twin Twisters. That's not great.
He has got an Allure to get rid of his Eater of Millions.
Yeah. So he's going to see 3 more cards from his deck.
It's very interesting trying to read who's ahead in this game, who's sitting in the driver's seat, because in a way it feels like it's Yuri because he has so many banished cards. But on the other hand, he has nothing really to apply pressure to get something out that deals enough
Yeah.
I
damage.
think he's going to be struggling with the disruption because Manuel added back the sleeper with his Spyral rescue. So he can now set up that disruption again. So not only does Yuri need to draw something he can actually win the game with, he also needs to deal with the fact that there's now disruption and he's already used his Regeki.
Right.
Here's Baguska as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so now Allure. It's got to be Allure. He's got another turn because he's going to be able to play Sleeper Agent. Sleeper Agent. What am I talking about? He's going to be able to play Swiss Scarecrow. It's all these S's.
Oh, yeah, he's going to pass.
Yeah, he's got Scarecrow in hand.
Yeah, so he'll get through this turn.
So much grinding.
Yeah.
It's like,
For an OTK deck, it grinds quite well. That's what's cool about it.
He does get away with playing lots of really good draw cards.
I
but
mean, we do have now music in the background at least sometimes. One day we're gonna have. There it is. One day we're gonna have "Staying Alive" in the background. That would be fun.
and we get the license, right?
Yeah, man. We can work something out.
Or maybe if I just sing it.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Well, we can play it on like a keyboard or something. Just play it.
Staying alive.
All right.
That was a
So,
perfect rendition.
All right.
Wow.
Another
Third
card
Twin Twister.
for Yuri. Oof.
You got to Allure now.
He's playing the wrong game. He should be playing poker with that.
Why is he not playing Allure?
Is there a way to victory for him here that I'm not seeing? I mean, without the allure, obviously.
He's got another monster. I feel like there's something else in his hand. Oh, he drew another Swift Scarecrow.
He didn't
Okay.
play. He didn't play his one from last turn. He just took the attack.
He took the damage.
Yeah,
because it
So
was-
he's going to wait for the terribly tired Tapir to
Get terribly tired.
go back to sleep and lose his last material.
Oh.
Evenly matched. Oh, actually,
Ooh,
that's a bit saucy.
That-
You could use the Twin Twister.
that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he uses his two Twin Twisters, and then he's actually got a evenly matched and a Swift Scarecrow. Swift Scarecrow, after you commit into an all-in,
Yeah.
evenly matched. That could actually be a thing.
This would be the weirdest thing. Like,
Oh dear. This matchup's just so weird.
yeah, and this game has a lot more options than I thought it has.
Yeah.
I thought this was like a one-trick pony, and it seems it's an entire zoo.
Yeah,
Like-
that's it. It's hard to describe. I guess when I was describing to you, it does sound like a one-trick pony deck, but like
There's a bit more
it
to
can
it.
grind out. It
Right.
can grind.
The fact is, the thing that still hurts me about this is that all this grinding is completely unnecessary and shouldn't be happening. But I'm happy to see Yuri is still able to show us that this deck is doing more than just.
Yeah.
Well, I say he's doing stuff. He's mostly just using Swift Scarecrows, etc., to just stop himself from losing.
Look at that pile of banished cards. Oh, he's got a Gummy Seal now. A Kaiju.
He can Eater of Millions at this point.
He does have 5 cards, but really,
I think Twin Twisters. I think he's got to double Twin Twisters.
But
Or
wouldn't,
Eater of Millions. No, is Eater of Millions a cost when you banish the cards?
oh, there's also Ash Blossom in Manuel's hand, so he
It's-
can stop the allure.
when you summon it, you banish them. So it's like the cost of special
It's an
summoning. it.
inherent summon, is it?
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be really cool. He could mark to banish the Twin Twisters and then.
Actually, he could,
He's going for it.
yeah, discard Twin Twisters. The allure is going to get shut down by an Ash Blossom if he tries to do that. He got the utility war.
I don't think he can risk playing Allure now. Oh, he's got another Swiss Scarecrow though.
Yeah, so he can
Wait another turn.
He's got so many options.
uses other Twin Twister, and then Swift Scarecrow evenly matched, and then hope to rip a DDR. Would that get him there?
So I'm looking
Yeah,
for
but,
his,
but from damage perspective, it will. I just need to see what other
his,
cards.
his DDR is actually, I've just realized, crossed out. I don't know if that
Oh,
I can't tell.
No,
'cause
I
death
don't,
is
I
so
don't
messy.
think he's.
So
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
not
think
playing
he's
it.
playing it at all.
No, he's not.
so what does he have to get his?
Necroface. That's his only option, is to draw Necroface.
I think the top card of his deck was another Swift Scarecrow.
So So
Yeah, it is.
Not activating.
Oh, Swift, yeah, it's just Swift Scarecrow. Then at the end of the battle phase, evenly matched.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Talk about an understatement.
Yeah, likely to keep the double helix, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, this card is so good.
But like, if he just draws Necroface, that's like the Necroface is going to be on like 4,000 attack points.
It's 100 for each card it shuffles back,
Yeah, and the opponents as well.
and then he summons an Eater of Millions and throws his Electro deck out again.
Yeah, exactly. So the Necroface would be on like 4,000. The Eater of Millions would be on like
Enough.
1500.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty. Plenty.
Oh, plus his opponent's banished cards as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Manuel gets...
He drew another Swift Scarecrow. He can wait again. He can continue to wait. I think he has to.
What is this sorcery here?
He's got to draw Necroface.
If he turns around and he shows his opponent Exodia, I wouldn't be all that surprised at this
It's like-
point. He is taking forever to do anything. Like, oh, wait, you're playing both? That's insane.
At this point, as the opponent, I would be close to biting into the table.
And
to
then
be
the Battle
honest.
Fader. So he's gonna survive.
Yeah, he's gonna play deck out now. He's gonna
Yeah, he's decking himself
He's decking himself
out.
out very quickly. Yeah.
he's gonna just wait for his opponent to go into his draw infinite card combo. It's like one of those decks that is designed to beat your opponent by annoying him to death.
Final countdown.
Almost.
The lure is
okay.
going to get ashed.
He can allure now. Okay, it's going to get
Ah.
ashed, but the reason he allured there is because he drew Battle Fader. Battle Fader is also dark. So
Yeah.
that's the reason he did that.
Yeah. Okay, so what's next? Is there anything else coming?
Oh, that's a great
Card
draw.
Cardi.
That's a fantastic draw.
No, he's only got 3 more cards in deck, right? I think he's...
I don't know.
No,
one,
that's
two,
more than 3.
3. I count...
3.
Oh, okay, it's more. Way more.
He's got like 5. Loads. He's got loads.
It's like, oh, card Cardi on top, let me reshuffle those.
Well, he's got Card Cardi,
He might. Yeah, he's looking to give him the card.
Raiden.
Maybe he thinks the
I don't-
card...
I can't
well,
see
he
the middle
knows
card.
the other 2 cards, but...
He definitely wouldn't give him Necroface. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we can agree.
A
to
normal
that.
summon Necroface just attacking into something with Eater of Millions would pretty much finish it off.
Yeah, resetting the entire deck so he can try again.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with Necroface. You just put everything
Yeah.
goes back in. Then he's got 3 Grens that he could draw. And all the Pot of Desires again.
So if this is the first match you've ever watched in this format, you might be thinking, this is very awkward.
Yeah.
But we have to emphasize, it seems to be only this particular deck.
Yes.
It's not like every deck can do this.
No.
This
Most
is
decks lose pretty quickly to Spyral.
this
But-
is absolutely not normal.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
But it's very fun. Like if you play something creative and wild, rather than come with a Chamberburn deck, for example, this is a real alternative.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time because he's like, yeah, Battle Fader, yeah, something else, yeah, this other thing.
Yeah, but he seems
What is he doing?
kind of relaxed.
What is he doing? Okay, making it. Okay.
All right, he
There's
gets...
Battle Fader. And yeah, he decides to pick up his cards. He's worried about
Yeah.
time and realizes he actually, I don't think he had anything left in there, right? He needed the Necroface.
Yeah, he had to draw Necroface.
Oh, that's such a shame. Yuri threw that game away on turn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then burned a lot of the clock trying to salvage the game. I feel pretty bad for him because
Yeah.
that was completely avoidable. But we know his deck works. If you guys were wondering how you were going to do that,
Yeah.
it will get you there. But something you should be aware of is how much of the clock you burn was playing. That's absolutely a real risk, especially now that he was going to lose. He lost that game anyway.
Yeah.
It puts...
Makes that time kind of worthless that he
And
spent.
he's also... The fact that he's playing this kind of rogue deck that wants to prey on your opponent's
Yep.
ignorance of your deck, and then he lost his surprise advantage.
Yeah.
Whether or not... I don't believe Manuel is prepared for this in any way.
Yeah, that's the big
That's,
question.
that's the beauty of it. I think there's no side deck cards that are
He's got Mind Crush.
really good.
Ooh.
Wait, he's playing Mind Crush?
And Chaos Hunter. Chaos Hunter is a thing.
Yeah, it is, because then you can't banish cards.
Yeah.
What the... What?
Oh, man. Manuel saw this coming.
Oh my god.
Manuel's got it on lockdown.
Yeah, somebody came prepared for this tournament. It's like...
It's Chaos Hunter. Your opponent can't banish cards,
And if I happen
Something
to
like
go
that.
into the feature match against this rogue deck that tries to banish that many cards, I'm just gonna side into my Mind Crush.
Can we... Yeah, it's like, okay, I'll try and do some of this stuff. Yeah, Mind Crush that.
But when do you Mind Crush? After a lot of cards have
You
been
just Mind Crush
banished.
Gren and be like, okay, he's not got Gren, fantastic.
Yeah, okay, but You're not going to do it right away. Are
No,
you?
you gotta wait.
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
wait for the
that's the
first
thing.
pot of desires.
Okay.
Part of desires, eat your millions, flip it, and hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. Your opponent cannot banish cards. That's what Chaos Hunters.
This is
Texas.
next level. Yeah, you get those like pictures where you've got the guy, and it's like, oh, when you do one thing, and then the brain's more lit up when you do another thing, and then you've got like the super cosmic mode. That's what we're looking at right here.
Just imagine, like, Yuri starts and has a good hand and he's feeling confident and everything, and then suddenly Manuel first special summons the Chaos Hunter, and then he follows it up with Mind Crush. That would be devastating.
Mind Crush Regeki, just in case. I want to keep my Chaos Hunter. That'll be so next
I would
level.
say he's as prepared for this deck as you can be.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's going to be anybody else in that room that has more hate in his side deck against this particular deck than him.
He drew 2 of his Gren Maju. Is it Great Maju or Gren Maju?
Gren Maju.
Gren Maju, sorry. I keep calling it great because it's great when it goes off.
I think that's the intention of the card name.
Gren Maju Dizer. Yuri opened up a lot of monsters there. It's not necessarily what you want to see.
Pot of Desires and
got
2 of them.
battlefields-
It's not a mermaid deck.
No. But if that... Okay, that's pretty good. It all depends on what that Pot of Desires
Yeah,
brings.
it's just that one card that you need.
Yeah, he's got 2 of them.
And
What's better than 1 is 2.
Manuel doesn't really have anything to stop this, but he does go first.
Oh, he's got
Mostly dual
double
terminal,
summon,
Foolish Burial.
Ash Blossom. Oh, he doesn't have anywhere. Oh, yeah, Foolish, the quick fix. Big Red, the quick fix. No, Rescue. You can use Rescue as well. Okay, he's got the double summon, so he's got a big combo play able to set up.
Yeah.
Got Drone. Double summon, or just normal summon. He doesn't even use his first normal summon yet.
That's a good start.
Yeah, this is, and he's got the Ash Blossom to deal with
Oh! He sees a Kaiju on a sphere mode.
the Kaiju, Sphere Mode, and Battle Fader. So the least bad of those options is Battle Fader.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's like, what the?
Oh, man.
I think the only words to describe this is visually upset.
He could have just, like Siegfried when he reveals 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, right?
Yeah.
On Fiber's deck.
This must be so frustrating.
That was visually
But
upsetting.
he's got a really good start. I don't know why he's so upset.
Yeah, but here's the thing, because he's put them down. If Yuri goes for the Pot of Desires to try and shove in, he's going to banish those cards immediately.
Yeah.
So
The other two.
the other 2, yeah.
And actually, Yuri, well, I think Manuel gave up that away. He should just not bother trying to Pot of Desires now. He should wait to see what cards he draws.
Kinda. But he
Well,
does need to set up the Gren Maju.
Yeah, he's
You
going to
can
have a
block
battle.
an attack with Battle Fader, so you're fine.
Kinda.
In theory.
Nah.
It's hard to tell. What
Yeah, maybe that was some next level mind gaming from Manuel.
Yeah.
That's what he might be thinking of. He's like, he just made this face to make me feel secure, and the next card after that is really, really bad, actually.
One of our judges just sent a message to us. You know, we get info every now and again. One of our judges just simply said, Ra spooked him good.
Okay. I can imagine
That's
that.
a good way of describing it.
All right. Well, Manuel is still sitting in the driver's seat here.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
he hasn't even summoned the car yet, so he can go places.
Yeah, he's certainly got a pretty strong field he's going to be able to set up. But the question is, if you know your opponent was main decking in game 1, the evenly match, just how much do you want to commit to it without going into a full Tri-Gate Wizard, and then he knows his opponent's bought in the Ra Sphere modes. So if he does go up, he could be playing straight into a Ra Sphere mode and just losing all his resources.
Yeah.
So he's in a super awkward place. Do you play around the evenly match, or do you play around the Ra?
Nah.
Because the Tri-Gate Wizard would answer the evenly matched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
But that's what it's all about. It's all about those choices.
You don't get this anywhere else. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets up stuff like this. It's just so interesting the way that the interactions between the players work.
Yeah, so Yuri seems to have a question now. Or ask the judge.
He probably wants a translation. Is this once per turn?
All right. Just double checking everything here. Did Yuri tell you why he's playing that deck? I mean, is it
well,
just because it's fun, or
I've known Yuri for a little while, and generally he plays quite fun decks. So
yeah, one of those funny Belgians,
yeah,
like Ryan as well.
yeah. I actually think he is Dutch, but he plays for a Belgian team, and his locals are in Belgium. So
Oh, we actually looked. I mean, his deck list says he's Belgian.
oh, okay, maybe I don't know then. Don't know. Maybe he lives in Belgium now. No idea. We can ask him.
Yeah, don't take offense, guys. It's not. That's not the way we mean it.
No. No, I know his team's from Belgium, so that could be it. Maybe he put that on his deck list because that's what he wants to portray when he plays.
So Manuel is like going into the tank here, thinking a bit.
Coming up with a rank 1. Princess Sprite. We've got a chance of getting a new card being added to Manuel's hand, but more importantly, making sure the quick fit goes to the graveyard and not getting banished.
Yep. Tricky.
Oh, that was beautiful. Whoever it was just pointed out that his graveyard was in the wrong order and they fixed it.
Stop everything, Luke.
It's just my one trigger when people's graveyards are in the wrong order.
Yeah, you know, if question comes down, then yeah, there's some
Yeah,
serious
you never
issues.
know when. He's playing Gren. He could be playing anything. You don't know.
It's actually one of those stories. I don't know if it's true from one of the judges, but here you are, my little campfire tale.
Okay.
Apparently, somebody went to a tournament and they were playing Question with a bunch of monsters that were like impossible to pronounce. So he'd be like, "Oh, well, you didn't name my card correctly, so it
Right.
resolves." And the judge came over and went, "No.
That's not how it works.
You just have to indicate."
Yeah.
But apparently, the guy was like playing like the foreign language, really long, like German, Gaga, Gaia, Geekio, whatever, or something.
Oh, it's fairly easy
And
in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
and it just comes over and
Translation
goes.
for that card was pretty easy too.
He comes over and just goes,
Gigo.
"No, sorry, he just has to indicate which card. If you both know which card he's talking about, that's fine." Then the guy just goes,
Yeah.
"Fair enough," picks up his cards and drops from the tournament. But I don't know if it's true, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh enough that I almost believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to second that, to be honest. It sounds like something that can have definitely happened.
Oh, you had a situation where guys came to a regional with like before we had the deck limits, right? Like 400
yeah,
card.
yeah.
Well, it's like an entire barge of cards,
They
right?
played 2,222 cards, and they tried to make the deck functional. So they had a lot of Mystic Tomato and stuff like that. That when it gets destroyed, it just searches for a replacement.
3 Mystic Rat, 3 Mystic Tomato.
And there was a judge that it was like his
Giant
first larger tournament, and he was watching them. They carried around a deck box that was like custom made, basically.
So it's like 2 people, right?
Yeah, it was 2 people carrying one deck box. And it was like the first major tournament for a judge, and we told him, okay, you're going to be like table judging this, because obviously we knew what was going to happen. And then the judge was like completely losing it. He's like, I don't know what to do. He's shuffling forever. And I'm like, yeah, here, I show you. You have 30 seconds to shuffle your deck. And then he didn't. I mean, obviously, you cannot shuffle 2,222 cards in 30 seconds. And I'm like, I'm afraid this is not properly randomized. That is a warning. And then he did it again. And then I said, I'm afraid this is not working for you. So that's a game loss.
The raw sphere mode.
And then he dropped from the tournament as
Here you
well.
go. This is yours now.
Hold
Please look
this.
after it.
Here's a question: does Yuri play Ra in his deck? Because that sphere mode comes back, right?
It doesn't.
No, we didn't see it.
No, it doesn't play raw.
Can he win here? Yeah, Pot of Desires gets.
Yuri's
Ash
reading his
Blossom.
own card now.
Then Eater of Millions is another 15. So what is it? 4,000? No, it's not quite enough. Oh wait, no.
Gren's 400 times.
At the end of the opponent's turn, the sphere mode changes control, right?
Yeah, it's from your hand as well, though, right? The Eater of Millions. He can just
Yeah,
banish,
you
he
can
can
banish.
banish Necroface from his hand as well. That's another 5 cards for each person. I think he's got it.
But Yuri passed the turn.
Oh, did he?
Oh, wait, can you not normal summon the turn you use Ra?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just reading.
Oh, yeah,
It
requires
ca-
for it to normal summon. So he normal summoned it to his opponent's side of the field.
Aha.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about you skipping your battle phase or anything like that.
No, but he can't then normal summon the Gren Maju.
Yeah.
Which is why I was wondering, because he could have then got
Yeah.
this, then Eater of Millions. But
Yeah, I think that would have been game. But if he could normal summon twice, which he cannot. But he does have Battle Fader, so he can live another turn and then do it next turn.
This game is not going the way we expected it to go.
It's kind of going exactly how I expected it.
Did you had some wild fever dream that I don't know about?
Like, just well, actually, the one thing that's catching me is the amount of just stop your battle phase, blank your turn cards that are allowing him to just keep going, just one more card, just one more card.
Yeah.
Like the Hacksaw Ridge style there, just please, just one more turn, one more card.
Yeah.
Manuel's just trying to do spiral things. And it's just like,
Trying
you're
to
in
do
my
spiral
way.
things.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like 1,000 ice restriction. Like, just to take it all the way back to the show. It's like, yeah, I don't only play Marek's cards, I only also have some from Pegasus. We're actually going to come back very soon. Stronger than ever before. 1,000 ice. It's going to be an entire archetype.
Yes,
Around
in our
1,000
next
ice. Yeah.
our next Duelist pack, Legendary Duelists 2. Really good stuff in that. Then again, I really like the Red Eyes stuff in the first one.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for high-level tournaments because of what was going on in the format at the time, but if you were, for example, sitting down and just trying to introduce a player into playing and you wanted to show them some archetype that was fun and actually could put up a reasonable fight against some of the top decks, the Red Eyes deck was really good for it.
Okay.
The cards were very sticky, so your opponent tries to remove them and you can keep bringing them back and doing other stuff. So you were actually maintaining giant dragons very easily.
Yeah, none of the cards have actually been announced from Legendary List 2 yet.
In Japan, it has.
Oh, in Japan. Okay, see, I was going to teach you version booster.
All right, so we
see.
saw the Reborn for the
Oh,
Spyral
yeah.
deck. 5 cards on Manuel's side of the field. That is, of course, great. But there's a second wing, Dragon of Ra.
Is that another one in his hand?
Yeah.
That's not the one he's played, right?
No,
it's
he drew
it's not
2
the
off
one.
Desires.
Yeah.
He drew 2 off Desires.
He does have another one.
So he banished one, then drew 2 when he played that pot of Desires.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah, you can see him not being super amused about this whole thing.
Attack, Battle Fader.
Yeah, well, if Manuel can set up a Trigate Wizard here, he can win. If he can get it linked free.
Is it still possible
Co-link.
for him?
I'm just trying to figure it out. He needs 3 monsters to make the Tri-Linked. He'll need a monster with a down arrow. So that would be his second Helix. And then he'd need an Ib. The quick fix will get... Okay, yeah.
Oh dear. He's going to be able to Rasvier mode the Sleeper, isn't he?
Yeah, but Sleeper... Yeah, there we go, Battle Fader.
I just love how nonchalant people are with Battle Fader.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that entire board of monsters don't get to attack now.
Oh, that was also at YCS Prague, wasn't
It
it?
was.
That
It
Battle
was
Fader
Jake
issue?
Quincy versus...
Oh, yeah. That was the
I forget
second
now.
YCS Prague.
Yes, second YCS Prague.
Yeah, I don't remember the opponent. I think it was an Italian player.
Yeah, I think it was. And yeah, he could have made Cyber Dragon Infinity, but
Yeah,
didn't.
seemed a bit absurd at the time.
Yeah,
like a
it
little
was.
bit pushing it too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Jay Quincy won with the Battle Fader. That was one of the best matches we've ever had.
Yeah.
Okay, Pot of Duality. No special summons this turn.
There's
Evenly
an
matched.
evenly
Oh
matched.
my god.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking this. Here's a question. You turn your Battle Fader to attack mode, probably ram it into the quick fix. Take 500. Oh,
Gren Maju.
yeah. So
This-
he's going to force his opponent's...
Oh, he's got 2, so he can afford it. Does he have any
What,
banish
attack-
cards?
Yeah, I think, well, he played Pot of Desires already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's forcing the Sleeper. That's... Again, I think that's another misplay. He could have put the Battle Fader into attack mode, ran it into the quick fix, and then... left his... Oh, he's asking, does his opponent have to destroy 2?
Yeah, I think that was his aim. He was trying to get the Battle Fader destroyed without taking battle damage, but he didn't really do that in the end. Well, yeah, oh, he did, but in a non-optimal way.
No, Yuri, you're doing it all wrong. Yeah, because now he gets to keep the Sleeper and the Helix. Like, if you'd put the Battle Fader in attack mode, just run it into quick fix, it's 500 damage. Sure, or the sleeper takes it out.
Yeah, and then just set Gren Maju as a defense. Right now he has no defense.
So you don't agree with that play?
Okay, so his opponent switching 2 monsters to defense mode. Just so they don't get run over on the counter
Why
attack.
would he not see that? I mean, there must be a reason, right?
Yeah.
He thought that both cards are going to go.
Yeah, he must have a full sleeper had to destroy 2 cards.
Okay.
Maybe.
But even then, I'm surprised he didn't just go in with another Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode.
Yeah.
I guess he has no defense if he does that. And he had evenly matched, but yeah, leaving the Battle Fader there just means his opponent's going to keep his best 2 cards. Sphere mode.
At least that works.
Eater of Millions. Only
now-
banishing 5 cards this time, so that his other Eater of Millions are live.
Yeah.
That will banish the... Oh, Sphere mode should be banished face down, right?
Yeah, I think it just gets banished face down from Meteor of Millions.
If you
Unless
use-
it's unaffected by things, which I think it might be.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find it on how gigantic. I don't think we have.
I don't know if you can put Sphere mode on his with the apps. I don't know
yes,
if you can
actually
put
you
Sphere mode
can't.
on his opponent's side of the field.
Yeah, you're not going to be able
So
to
we'd
do
have
that.
to search the graveyard of... No, it's not in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
we're afraid it's not on the app here.
A lot of resources actually taken out from Manuel from the 2 Sphere modes. But he does have... He's still got to play out of his graveyard if he's going to do anything. Oh, he's got Tough in his hand. Okay.
So
Oh,
each-
wait,
each-
sorry. This hand doesn't look correct.
Yeah,
then.
I think we're a bit behind here.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. It looks. It looked like he was. In
It
a
looks like
worse
it's
position
better.
than he was. Yeah.
Much better, actually.
Yeah.
So now it's not looking good for Yuri, obviously. I mean, he can survive the battle phase.
Yeah. Evenly matched, not being played.
Maybe there was no battle phase.
Mind Crush Gren Maju. Oh, no,
Ah,
of course,
evenly
evenly
matched.
matched because he knew it was there. And
Dunk.
swing.
Okay. Interesting how this is going, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it looked like
this
it
match
was
was really weird.
It looked like it was almost over. Now suddenly it's not. And Yuri did commit. And Manuel is down to 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And time has just been called, so this is going to be ending in a draw in its best case scenario, which is a massive shame. Attack for a 0.
Yes, Fear Mode has so many effects. Takes forever to
Yeah.
read that card. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if if they learn that it's also gaining attack for all the banished cards or something like that.
Well, the Ring Dragon of Ra had more effects on it than what was written on the card, which... I don't know how big that Manju is, or how much damage went in.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, maybe our direct line, our red line to the judges can help.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't just go ahead and Mind Crush the Grand Manju just in case when his opponent...
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one of those plays where you have to kind of predict what the opponent is having.
Well, you know evenly match is going to cause you problems.
Yeah.
And probably more problems than what we have here. What he's dealing with right now. Okay. So we got the perfect information again now.
Just not on Yuri's side.
Not on Yuri's side yet, yeah. But at least we know what's happening for Manuel. But this looks like it's going Manuel's way. Is there any out for Yuri here?
Not on the top card of his deck.
Well, he's got Necroface. It's going to be able to boost attack.
Yeah, well, I don't know how low Manuel's life is. It should be pretty low after taking that huge hit with the Gren Maju.
Yeah, he was on 6,000 attack points.
Was it on 6,000, was it? Okay.
Gren was on 6k, yeah.
Oh,
41 in. Spyral deck has burned a lot of his resources, but there's a utility wire for Manuel waiting for the next giant attack.
Yeah.
And there's an Ash Blossom for the next Pot of Desires, should one show up.
Yep.
all of that good news for Manuel. He's been on a roller coaster ride in this match, like with excitement and disappointment at the same time. He's down to 2,900 according to the app now.
And the utility wire as well. We know there's interrupted Kaiju Slumber. He could play. Oh, he can't even play that because. Well, it will destroy a monster, but it won't destroy the Super Agent.
And here's Necroface.
Yeah, unfortunately, the.
You say it's not going to be big enough?
Well, it's going to be able to shuffle all the cards back, but the. Gain a ton of attack points.
15.
But there's a utility wire face down for Manuel,
Yeah.
so.
I counted 15 cards.
But it counts his opponent's cards as well.
Yeah.
So it's 15 from Yuri, plus however many was banished from the evenly matched. Was it? I can't remember if evenly matched was. Yeah, evenly matched was played eventually, right? So much has happened.
Yeah. It's 1,500. It's all. Oh, sorry, plus 1,200 that it has. So it's 2,700 as Necroface.
No, it's on 3,600.
Okay. I just counted 15 cards. But
Oh,
no.
yeah, but you
plus
got to
the
count
opponents.
Oh,
the opponent's
okay.
cards.
Sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't count those.
And
My bad. But
Yeah.
Manuel can still stall a little bit. The life points are all over the place now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on
We
with
have
that.
3,300 on both sides. I'm not sure that's correct.
And we know that Yuri's next card is Necroface, which doesn't do anything. Because there's now no longer any cards
Yeah.
banished. So his final turn... Yeah, well, he's not even going to get an next turn.
Yeah,
These
exactly,
two
yeah.
attacks- these two attacks
This
are clear.
match is over. Manuel Mohr gets the win in the second round, starting well into YCS Prague with 2 wins in a row. Good for him. Yuri was on the way to victory in the first game.
Yeah, a couple of questionable decisions there, unfortunately going away. And credit to Manuel getting through 2 Winged Dragon and Ra Sphere modes.
Right. We're going to talk about all of that in our post-match analysis. All right, and we're back. If you just tuned in, you've just missed round 2 of YCS Prague, where we saw the creative deck that we first saw. It was at YCS Dallas?
San Diego.
San Diego, excuse me.
Yeah, the Gren
that-
Maju to Isa deck.
Yeah, that Yuri Lansman was bringing to the table, and he went up against the big elephant in the room. Manuel was playing the Spyral deck.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a very explosive start for Yuri Lansman.
Yeah.
First
I
game.
feel like he kind of put himself on tilt by
Missing,
missing that.
missing lethal
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
turn 1.
So there was a drone and
quick fix
a
in
quick
defense
fix in defense on Manuel's side of the field after his first turn. It's Yuri's turn. He's able to banish a couple of cards.
Yeah.
Enough cards to actually win.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he would have been able to get there. He had his whole extra deck. That's 15 cards.
Yeah.
Plus the 10, and then he has.
And Necroface as well.
There
Yeah,
was
and the
one pot.
Necroface as well,
there was
yeah.
one pot. Yeah. Okay. So
he has
enough.
20 cards banished.
Enough
Yeah.
cards for him to win, and he's excited. He sees the little monster with little attack in attack position, so
Yeah.
he's like, okay, Gren Maju attack into this, gets tributed.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much all she wrote in the first game. I mean,
Yeah.
After that, it was Manuel sitting in the driver's seat. He could like steer and direct the game and everything. Yuri could hang in there forever thanks to Swift Scarecrow, and also Battle Faders, of course. But in the end, it was the Spyral deck that won, and also kind of questionable for Yuri to go the distance. Should he have just like shuffled up at that moment?
Well, he ultimately ended up losing game 2 anyway, just before timeout, but he took so much time damage hanging on for dear life because he said, I got a chance of winning. But then when he immediately threw in the towel when he drew his next card and went, all right, now's enough, it's like a lot of that time was just wasted on living on a prayer there.
Could have done that 5 minutes earlier, maybe. So the second game goes to time, even though time wasn't the deciding factor, unless time caused Yuri to make a push at one moment. But I don't think that is what happened.
No, Yuri's playing it the way he could. He's using his sphere modes to clean up the large threats. He sees all 3 of them in that game. Well, technically he banishes 1, but he would have got there. He does his best, but unfortunately he just can't quite get through his giant attack. The one attack he did get through this match leaves his opponent with enough life points to then just come back and run him over.
So the rogue strategy didn't pay off this time.
Nope. It looks like it was gonna though.
Would you play this deck at a locals tournament?
Yeah.
Is this something you would say, okay, I can sleeve it up at least once. This looks like fun.
Yes, I would absolutely play it.
It's
because I'm a massive fan of Gren.
I think it's pretty affordable, right?
Probably not, just because Gren is so difficult to get.
I used to play a different kind of banishing deck using Prometheus, King of the Shadows, and Necrofaces and Chaos Zone from the Dragon's Collide structure. And Doomsday Horror, essentially, you banish like your entire graveyard, and then you use your Chaos Zone, gets a ton of counters, and then you can bring back any monster that's light and dark. So you bring back Doomsday, and essentially you have these 2 giant attackers, and if they destroy your Doomsday, they just fill your graveyard back up.
Right.
And then you use things like Necrogardener or just Prometheus again, because Prometheus is one of my favorite cards.
Yeah. There's actually a similar deck on Duel Links in the meta a few months back.
This is what happens in the lunch break in the Konami offices.
Yeah, no, the reason I really like Prometheus is it kind of, in terms of what a card represents, he just throws your whole graveyard away. He just feels like he just doesn't care about anything.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just like, I just need power, and he just like banish everything.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about for this particular match? I think not. So maybe let's hear it from the player that won the match. So let's bring in Manuel for our post-match discussion for our interview.